Hold on, I gotta take this.
For sure.
Hello, and welcome to Did You Mean to Say That, the podcast where we did not mean to say that. I'm your co-host, Bobby.
I'm your co-host, Erin.
And don't fuck with me.
Don't fuck with
I need
Bobby.
to put this down.
Yeah, just out of frame even. This is a mystery knife from my apartment that we have no idea who it ever belonged to. We never figured it out. And we couldn't get it closed for months. And I forgot to tell Bobby that before he opened it. So now this is back open in my coffee table.
Go.
Sorry, Zora.
Welcome back from Florida.
Thank you. I'm a little sun-kissed shorty.
Yeah.
The sun made out with me and fucked me, actually.
Yeah,
It was insane. And we'll talk.
I forget how.
No.
Every time.
100% forget how to do this. Well, I'm also just like feeling a little debilitated because our last episode has 43 views or something.
It feels concerning.
It is scary. Floptina.
Yeah, I don't understand.
And it was a great episode. Like,
so good.
We, to be fair, did not promote it.
I did.
You posted one clip.
Yeah, but like that's
time.
more than a lot of our other ones that have 70.
0 clips. I also put it out either super late Thursday or early Friday, which those ones don't seem to do as well. But
Okay.
I don't even remember why. Why did I do that?
I don't know. You were dealing with stuff.
It was just hard.
Yeah.
It's fucking hard to edit. They don't get it.
I think you were doing something.
And when people are like, it's not on Spotify, like, I know, it's hard. Like, do you know how hard it is?
Well, I don't.
They don't.
Actually, I used to do a podcast. But I didn't really like edit the
Not
audio
on
like that.
YouTube.
No, I didn't do it on
That's
YouTube.
the part is editing. Ugh. You want me to edit, export, upload, export again, upload again to Spotify, make clips, promote it, make a fucking thumbnail? No, I can't. Sorry.
This one's going to pop off.
Totally.
Manifesting it.
So true.
We need to find other avenues to promote as well.
We need to get back on TikTok. I can't get back on TikTok, dude. I fucking hate it now. It's so bad. Like, it completely lost its luster for me. Like, I get on there and I, like, check the things people have sent me and then I get off because I just... It has nothing for me.
Yeah. I'm not a huge TikTok guy.
You never were.
Never was.
But you're on it more than me now, which is crazy because I was a TikToker.
Yeah. I don't really
Sucks.
scroll on there too often.
I'm like
but
so addicted to Twitter right now, which like sorry, but like it's
no,
I'm in another phase where my algorithm couldn't be fucking funnier or like more tailored to me.
Nice.
And I'm just like my screen time is up, bitch. Like it's scary.
I don't like Twitter lately.
Yeah, well yours is like all one note. It seems
Not
based on what
really.
you've told me.
Like there's funny stuff on there now too, but it's I don't know.
You were definitely in a phase where it was manifesting that one special person
for
and
sure.
hot gay guys dancing to Mayhem or whatever the fuck.
Absolutely.
Which I got one of those recently. It was literally just like a shirtless gay guy and it said like abracadabra or some shit. And
Yeah.
I was just like, okay,
Alright.
like what? But I got off that pretty quick.
Yeah, I don't know. The mindless scrolling for me lately has just felt like I don't know.
I'm loving it. No, I'm actually not. I want to get off my phone.
Yeah.
I've been journaling a little bit.
Amazing.
Yeah, and working on like practicing the tarot so I can like give better readings.
Love. I've been doing a lot of readings for myself.
I did one the other night for myself that was literally so unclear. So the thing about the minor arcana is it's just like pretty boring to get mostly that in a reading because it's very much focused on like day to day or like more like intricacies than like the major arcana is more like
I don't know what that means.
okay.
I've heard
Minor arcana is like cups, swords, wands, pentacles.
it. Yeah.
And then the major arcana is like high priestess.
Oh, okay, cool.
Death, whatever. And like the major arcana is more like overarching theme, like advice, like they're just like bigger cards and they're just a little bit more like meaningful. And I got like a whole spread of minor arcana that was basically just like, I don't know, girl, do what you want. And I was like, oh, thank you. That was so helpful.
Yeah. Well, I've noticed my deck, first of all, it's hats, flamingos,
You're lying
something
to me.
else. It's an Alice in Wonderland deck. So like they correspond with them.
Okay.
So like hats is cups.
That's
No,
fucking
wait, is that a
hysterical.
thing?
Yeah, cups.
Yeah, and then there's oysters.
I love cups.
Oysters is something.
Pentacles, maybe.
Yes, and then flamingos is swords.
Swords.
And then there's one other, I forget. But anyway,
Wands.
what was I even saying?
Who knows? The readings.
Oh, the readings. The cards in my deck, when I Google like a interpretation, the cards on my deck, like it gives me something like not quite the same. Like it's the same vibe.
You need to use Biddy Tarot 100%.
Okay.
That's my girl. Tried and true, trusted, love her.
Okay.
Australian.
Good to know, because I've also been using ChatGPT.
No.
Yeah, well.
You cannot ask a robot about intuition. But I did, she has like little webinars basically.
Okay.
And I watched one the other night that was like an hour long. And it was basically just about like how important it is to like not try and memorize them and not like just go to look them up every time, to like really try and like tap into something and like feel like what you feel like the card is really speaking to you.
Oh.
Sometimes it's a hard thing to do for yourself because you have like your wants and your desires and your hopes and your fears.
Mm-hmm.
But I do my best.
It's like, so like not even looking at like in my deck it has like the little guide, like not even that.
Not even. She did give me some tips. I don't know if this is interesting to literally anyone, but she gave me some tips that were like the themes kind of here, you know what? I have my little book.
Yay.
1s are new beginnings, 2 is partnership, 3 is creation, 4 is stability and foundations, 5 is conflict and change, and the in-between uncertainty between 1 and 10. 6 is harmony and growth, 7 is attainment and understanding, 8 is mastery and power, and 9 is fruition and fulfillment. And then cups are associated with water, and they have to do with relationships, feelings, emotions, creativity. Pentacles associated with earth, finances, work, material possessions, very like not abstract things. Swords is air, intellect, mindset, thoughts, communication, and wands is fire, passion, energy, motivation, and spirit.
Can I take
So
a
she
pic
was
of
like
that?
I don't know if you'll be able to read this, but I can like
I'll zoom.
text it to you.
I can read that.
Totally. But she was basically like, you can kind of memorize this and use like this as a guide, but just really like study what's in the picture. And like a lot of the times, like it just will, like it just starts saying out loud what you're seeing. That's what I did the other night. I was like, okay, well, there's a woman in the foreground, there's a guy in the background, there's flowers everywhere, it's bountiful harvest, like da 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 da. And I looked it up and it was like very similar to like what I was saying, and then using this more as a guide,
Okay.
rather than like looking up each individual, because especially like I feel like when you look up the meaning of a tarot card, it doesn't necessarily correlate to where it is in your spread. Like it'll tell you what the card means, but it won't tell you what that means as advice.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean, or like as hopes and fears or whatever the fuck.
That is interesting.
Yeah, I
let mine tell me a story, because I just like shuffle until one like falls to me.
I love that.
And so like if I'm doing a 3-card spread, but like the other night I was doing one and the third card, like 3 of them fell out at the same time, and I was like, well, I just read them like 100%. In order.
So do you always do past, present, future?
No, I just kind of.
You should try the Celtic Cross. I'll give you one.
Okay.
Too. Yeah, the Celtic Cross is your present situation, how you got there, the immediate future, like in the next like weeks or months. And then like your conscious feelings about the situation, your subconscious feelings about the situation, external factors that are outside your control, advice, hopes and fears, and then final outcome.
Love.
Yeah.
I got these fortune telling playing cards.
Ooh.
Which I found out that like playing cards are based on tarot cards. Did you know that?
What?
Yeah.
Like, spades, diamonds,
Yeah.
not the other way around.
Right. Isn't that wild?
Whoa.
So these ones are like, you could play cards with them, but they have like what all the cards mean like on the card, and it's like a big spread and kind of similar. It's like weird.
I would like to see that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I'll give you a little fortune telling reading.
I again don't know if this is interesting to anyone, but to me it really is. Like
It is to
like
me.
I love The tarot, I just have always like gravitated to it, and like we have a little ASMR going on in the studio. It is storming. Just every time I've ever given myself a reading in like a time where I really needed it, because I try to use it sparingly. I don't want to like abuse it. Mm-hmm. And in times where I've just needed it most, it's literally just been exactly what I needed to hear and been exactly accurate and has never been even remotely off. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it too.
Yeah. And I've given people readings, and like most people I've ever given a reading to like have either cried or been like, that was fucking insane. The one, and I tell this to people when I'm like about to give one to them, I'm like, if you are not open to receiving things that you don't want to hear, like now is not the time for you to get a reading. Because I've only given one ever where she was like, I wasn't really like, that didn't resonate with me. But I knew her situation, and the spread was like exactly what was going on. And I was just like, yeah, it's not for everyone. And I was just like, that's because you're an idiot. Like,
or just not ready to hear it. I mean, it tells me shit sometimes, and I'm like, didn't have to say that.
Yeah, but you wouldn't say like,
right.
That doesn't really relate to me.
Right.
You're just like, damn. Mm-hmm. She was literally like, I don't know. That has nothing to do with me. And I was like, okay, girl, what? You just broke up with your fiance. Like, it's exactly what's going on with you right now.
Thank
it was
God.
crazy. She was crazy. Speaking of crazy.
Yeah.
I guess we should address why we're here.
Oh, yeah.
Not in there. Honestly, though.
We're in Erin's living room rather
I
than
miss
our
being on
studio.
this couch. It doesn't look that good, but I just love it here. I feel so cozy here. The other couch is not comfortable. Okay. So basically, the saga with my neighbor continues. And girl, I don't even know. So we told you about the note in the last episode or the episode before. I never addressed that. I have hardly been in that room since, though. Like, that is my office, and I've literally been like working on my laptop on the couch or in my fucking bed lately because I just like don't want to deal with my office chair. I don't want to go in there. So in literally, and then I was out of town last week, so like in literally the last 3 weeks, I have hardly made a noise in there or been in that room that I pay for. And the whole reason I even got a 2-bedroom was so that we could have a podcast room dedicated that we could like decorate eventually when we can afford it. And like, I wouldn't have to set up and tear down every time. It would all just be in that room, like whatever. That's why I pay the rent that I pay. Mm-hmm. And like, so the other night I'm packing for my trip and I'm sitting in there like silently on the couch. And it's like 2:30 in the morning. But I'm literally just fucking sitting there and my backpack falls off of my couch, which it would have done whether I was in there or not because it just like had nothing to do with me. It was just the way that it was sitting. Fell off the couch, banged on the floor. It had my laptop in it. Like, it made a thud for sure. Mm-hmm. And this woman yells up at me, bitch, I know you didn't just drop those shoes on the ground in the middle of the night. I just sat there. I just literally didn't respond. And I just sat there. And I didn't move for like 30 minutes. And then I tiptoed out of the room later. But like, bitch is crazy.
Yeah.
Bitch is so fucking crazy when you haven't heard me make one single sound in 2 weeks and then something fell. I'm
scared she's going to yell at us and hear you right now.
I literally hope she hears me because everything that I'm like... 60% of what I'm saying right now, I plan on saying to her if I see her. Like, yeah. It's gotten to a point where, like, you're being disrespectful to me by asking me to be quiet. Like, if I was, like I've said a million times, if I was fucking throwing house parties or playing music at crazy hours of the night, like, by all means, say some shit and I'll turn it down. Mm-hmm. But, like, what? So then today, I'm getting ready. Again, I've been out of town for a full week. So not one sound has been made in that room. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, the only sound you heard in the last 3 weeks was that thing falling. Yeah. I'm just walking in and out. Again, I don't really stay in there much. I like go in there to get something and then I walk back into my bathroom. Like, I don't get ready in there or nothing. I don't hang out in there. So I'm just like, go. I walked in there like maybe 2 or 3 times. The third time I'm in there, she yells, "You are shaking my walls." I literally respond back to her because we can just fully hear each other. And I said, "I'm just walking around." And she said, "Well, it's loud." And I was like, "I don't know what you want me to do." And then I sighed and walked out of the room.
Oh my God.
And she didn't respond. And I'm just like, what do you want me to do?
Literally.
Again, like if it was anything that I could do anything about and it wasn't just me living in the apartment that I pay for, we could have a conversation. But like, you're being disrespectful as fuck.
Yeah.
And I saw my across the hall neighbor outside when I was packing up for my trip. He started chatting me up about where I was going, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, "Can I ask you something?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Has my neighbor ever yelled at you for being too loud?" And he was like, "Yeah, when we first moved in." And I was like, "She won't leave me alone." And he was like, "That's just how she is." And I was like, "Damn." And then I was like, "Cool." And then I like turned around and he was like, "With anyone that stays above her." And I was just like, "Cool, she should move out."
Yeah.
Like,
Uh-huh.
you need to not live on the first floor of an apartment. I don't know what to tell you. And like, again, this building fucking sucks. Like, it is horribly built, horribly insulated. What does that have to do with me, though?
Right.
It didn't build this building.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one of the contractors. I'm not one of the property managers.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like the only things that I would ever be like this bold about with a neighbor would be things that I could take to a landlord. Like if they were like actually doing something wrong that like
Yeah.
inhibits my ability to live or like breaks the lease in some way. But like imagine going to our landlord and being like, she walks in the day. She walks around at 2 p.m.
Right.
And sometimes she drops her lip gloss on the floor and I just can't handle it.
Yeah.
She should be evicted? Like, what do you want to happen in this scenario?
Because then someone else is just going to move in and be louder.
And according to you, the people who lived above you before me were louder.
Yeah.
I'm the best fucking upstairs neighbor you've ever had. I'm the quietest person in this fucking building. I'm about to start being fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So... That's the thing is like, I am like probably going to threaten her with that when we speak. Like, I'm going to be like, stop talking to me or I'm going to make it hell on earth to live below me. Like, you think this is loud?
Yeah.
We can get loud. I can get obnoxious.
Let's throw a party.
I will start fucking in that room.
And we'll play the song, Let's Get Loud. Let's Get Loud. And we'll just call it the loud party. Like, I'll bring, like, kazoos.
Everyone wear high heels.
Yes.
The loud party.
Wait, it sounds really fun.
I know. We'll smoke
Listen
cigarettes.
to the entirety of the Loud album by Rihanna.
Please.
Wait.
Okay.
It's a threat, not a promise right now.
Exactly. It's a warning, truly.
It's a warning. Yeah, it's frustrating.
It's
so
not
now
a
we're
threat,
in
it's
the
a
living
warning.
room hoping she can survive.
Yeah, hope this is okay. I do think that I think this couch helps. It absorbs a lot of sound. The other one is just like a fake couch. It's a prop. I don't even get that couch. It's like from an office.
Great.
But the rug helps so much. And again,
Yeah.
like I do want to get a rug. I've always wanted to
they
get
are
a rug in there, but
expensive.
they're so fucking expensive and I can't stress that enough. Mm-hmm. And if you want to buy me a rug, feel free.
Yeah. Just make sure it's cute.
Yeah, it needs to be pink.
So,
Yeah.
that's the drama.
I'm so angry.
Dude, I'm so hungry right now. I could eat Austin Bartle. I can't wait to see your face when I said it.
Oh my god.
I assume you know the trend.
I know.
Damn it. I was hoping you didn't since you said you're not on TikTok.
And also Austin Bartle is just someone we went to high school with.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Someone I went to high school with. I don't
Well,
even
yeah,
know
I
if you
found
would
him
know
on your following. Like, that's the bet. You find, like, a random person that someone's following. Well, you can do it many versions. And I saw that he was followed by,
Wait,
like,
that's even
other
funnier.
people that went to West. But I've never heard of him.
sweetest, nicest man ever. He is so sweet. He went to like elementary school with Taylor and shit. Like,
Aw.
I think we went to middle school together. I love it. I can't believe you said
I'm
that.
dead.
Oh my God. I've only seen one and I saw it today. Thank God. Imagine if I didn't watch that today.
No, I wish you didn't.
What
I
the
would've-
fuck?
I know, I wish.
I didn't know you picked someone. That's so funny.
Oh,
wow. That was good.
In the week we filmed, that Thursday night, my mom and I went to the Aronoff and saw Anne Juliet.
That's right.
You guys, it was so good. It's basically if Juliet didn't kill herself. Like, the
And
beginning...
just kept queening out with her girls.
Yeah, literally. Like, that's what it's about. Like
what if she said, I'm not going to ruin my life over a man?
Yeah.
I'm going to slay.
So the beginning's like Shakespeare, and he's like, it's the first night of my play. And his wife comes out, and she's like, babe, here's an idea. What if Juliet didn't fucking kill herself over a guy she's known for 3 days? And and all the cast is like, wait, yeah.
I love that.
And
Do
he's
they
like
cuss and stuff? Like, is it like that?
Yeah, for sure.
I love that.
Like, there's gays in it. It's for the girls and gays, for sure. All Max Martin songs.
I love this.
It was
I'm so upset.
Phenomenal. But, so afterward...
Oh my God, I forgot. I literally forgot.
I was in my saying yes to life era. And my mom picked me up from my apartment to go to the show. She wants to just like drive home. She's like, can you just get an Uber home? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to like stay out for a little bit. So I go to 901. Mind you, I got wine at the Aronoff and they fill those fuckers. So I was already kind of drunk. I go to 901, queening out with this guy that I saw that I know there. And I was like, I need to go dancing.
Totally.
So I was like, I'm going to go to Bloom. Like, they've probably got something going on. I'm walking to Bloom, and I pass Queen City Exchange, and I look in the little doorway, and I see none other than PhD and Molly Moorman. And I was like, I'm saying yes to life.
Yeah.
Went in there. Next thing I know, it's 2 a.m. Me and PhD are sobbing into each other's arms. We're ripping tequila shots left and right. Like, just having a night.
Yeah.
And I was like, I work at 9 a.m. I need to go home.
Totally.
So I call an Uber, go home, realize my keys are in my mom's car, and she is long gone asleep in Westchester, Ohio.
100%.
So I'm just like,
fuck.
Walking around, whatever, and then took an Uber to Westchester, because why not? I needed my keys right then and there.
Yeah.
So I spent the night at my parents' house, and then was obviously 3 hours late to work the next day.
Right.
So I'm no longer
because then
saying...
you still ultimately had to get the car. Like, you just had the keys. The car was still 45 minutes away.
Right. So my mom had to drive me home.
Right.
I had to get ready for work, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm no longer saying yes to life. I'm saying maybe.
I don't think that should stop you from saying yes to life.
I'm saying yes to life unless it's my drag queen friends.
I guess.
With tequila shots.
But, like, you did it for the plot, and now we're talking about it on our podcast. What great content you got out of that.
What great content.
It was pretty funny. And we FaceTimed for a long time. Imagine if you hadn't said yes to life, we wouldn't have FaceTimed.
So true.
When even was that?
That was last Thursday. Like, not this past Thursday, the Thursday before that. I had to, like, look back for my
We've
topics.
done so much since then. Okay, I didn't even tell you about my 420. Well, I may have told you. I didn't tell them. I went and got high with my friends. Mm-hmm. I got there. Jake had hidden Easter baskets for us somewhere in the apartment.
Love.
I find them. It's filled with candy and, like, a little wind-up duck that hops across the counter. It was fucking adorable. Amazing start to my Easter. And then we went and saw a Jesus cartoon. It was like the story of Jesus's life. That's what we did on 420. It was hilarious.
Wow.
And deeply racist and insane. And it was just fucked up and crazy propaganda for 5-year-olds.
Okay.
We get to the credits. Uma Thurman.
Benson Boone.
You wish.
I do.
Uma Thurman, the dad from Shrek 2, some really famous guy from Star Wars, Oscar Isaac, like, just absolute star-studded cast. And we were looking at the credits. I was like, guys, what the fuck is this movie? Like, Hollywood is trying to, like, get the kids into God.
I can't.
It was really weird. And then at the end, all of a sudden, this like countdown starts, and it's like, stay tuned for a special message. And we were like, what? And then it's just a bunch of 5-year-olds being like, you can pay it forward and let other kids see this movie and pay for their movie ticket by donating to this link. And we were like, what the fuck?
That sounds like some dark shit.
It was
on.
really dark start to my Easter. Then double featured it, went and saw Sinners.
I'm not familiar.
You're not? It's the talk of the fucking town.
Not my town.
It has a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes,
Is it
which
scary?
is like unheard of. It's like a thriller. It's vampires. I was not scared at any point.
Okay.
There's like a couple like startling things at the beginning, but like
I can be startled.
Scary.
I'm
at
always
all.
startled.
It is like barely post Jim Crow. I think they're in Mississippi, so like they're still doing Jim Crow down there. Mm-hmm. And it's Michael B. Jordan directed it and is in it, and he's twins in it, so he's in it twice.
Me as fuck.
Yeah, and he it's just like a fresh, interesting take on vampires.
Okay.
It's like a vampire cult.
I would love to see that.
Very interesting.
Okay, cool.
It was so fucking good. I don't think I would give it a 99 on Rotten Tomatoes. It was more like 89 for me personally. But yeah, they really tie it up at the end. It's very like Django-esque, where it's like elements of reality with like a bunch of like over the top shit that like makes you like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So really good. Absolutely loved it. So glad I saw it.
Amazing.
Really incredible film. I'd like to see it again.
So you didn't do any family stuff on Easter?
Absolutely not.
Good for you. I mean, mine was fine. I was queening out with my cousin.
My dad's side of the family, like, no one even reached out to me. I don't even think they said Happy Easter. Like, no one told me anything that was going on or anything. Didn't hear from anyone.
Maybe they saw the podcast. They're like, we're not inviting her.
Maybe they were in Puerto Rico without me. They always are.
Oh.
And then I had to get ready for my trip. Do you have any topics? Maybe you should like
you
go.
just are talking.
I know, just go instead.
I feel like that segued well though. Like I'm just gonna like now change to my thing. Just tell about your trip.
I don't want the first 30 minutes of this podcast to be me talking.
It wasn't. I literally just told my story.
That's so true. Oh my god, you did. Okay. So I went to Florida on Tuesday. I drove there by myself 11 hours. It was grueling. When I had about 4 hours left, I went the wrong way. I like didn't take the exit that I needed to take. Added 45 minutes to the trip. Awful, terrible. Listened to the Tortured Poets Department like 7 times on their back. Every night I went and saw my friends, whatever.
Amazing.
We were there for a volleyball tournament. We did so bad. We lost. So you basically do open play so they can like make a bracket based on how many games you won or lost in the like open part, and that's how they kind of determine like seeds and stuff, and then it's just bracket style and one and done, you're out. So we didn't even make it to the tournament because we weren't good enough. We lost all 4 games, which I do feel is a lot my fault, but
why do you feel like that?
I was playing so bad. Like it was it was like impossible for me to play on the beach. I'm not like, you kind of need to like train for that. I was not prepared. Like the wind is just so insane. Like, and I was setting, so I need to place the ball where it needs to be placed.
Yeah.
And there were a couple times where like our back row player would get it and she would pass it and it would be coming straight at me and the wind would like push it back towards her. So then I would be so far away from it. And it was just like a lot of that. Like the wind was just nuts. But I'm going to go again every year till I die because it was fucking amazing. I had literally the best time. But the day that I actually played in the tournament, I was on the beach for 12 straight hours. I looked back at all the texts to find timestamps. I got drunk at 10:30 a.m. Like, to me, that was like at least 1 or 2 p.m. No, it wasn't. It was 10:30 a.m. So I was hungover by like 3 p.m.
Oh, God.
I got so fucking sunburnt. I had to be there at 8 in the morning, and I was there till 8 p.m. Like, absolutely fried. Like, my legs hurt so bad. I was almost crying. My lips, like, it was so fucked up. It was my face, my stomach, my legs, and my, like, right here. It's, like, so much better now, though. Look at me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm tan.
Yeah.
I'm so tan.
Yeah, so tan.
Oh, my God. I'm so tan.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Exactly. So, I'm grateful for the experience.
Yeah, it's looked very fun.
There wasn't any drama. My drama stayed home, so I lucked out on that. Mm-hmm. And, okay, wait, there was a little bit of drama, and it's so fucking funny and insane.
Okay.
So this is, on Friday, a co-ed quads tournament. So you have to have 2 girls, 2 guys.
Okay.
So there's this game going on, and it's 4 to 5, okay? And this girl, her and her teammate go for the same ball. She's on the ground. He accidentally puts a knee in her back as he's, like, trying to get over top of her. She cannot walk. She gets up. She literally can't walk. She can't move. She can't bend over. She's, like, so fucked up, limping around, goes to the side. They almost finish the game. It's 19 to 20, okay? That happened at 4 to 5.
Oh, my God.
This man comes over. He is not on either team. He is not a ref. He is not associated with the people that's throwing the tournament on. And he says, you guys can't play with 3 people. So either she has to stand on the court and be the 4th and she just can't do anything, or you have to forfeit.
What?
Because he's playing the winner of that game afterwards.
Oh.
So he just wanted to...
I thought you meant he was
fucking
just like
asshole.
a random guy.
Well, and he sort of was, but... He's insane for that. They were playing 3-on-4, which is already fucking hard enough. Mm-hmm. And he's like, yeah. And he makes them go back to 4 to 5 and replay the entire game while she stands with her feet barely in the court in the corner of the court.
Why did they just like do it?
Because them's the rules. Everyone was fine with it except for that guy came over and was being like a stickler and was like, you'll have to forfeit. I'll have to talk to someone.
He sounds awful.
He's insane.
Yeah.
And if she didn't serve, they would lose the point, and she physically couldn't serve. So that basically made them lose because every time it would be her turn to serve, they'd have to give the other team a point. So she ended up serving a couple and being like, I literally can't do this. It's hot as fuck. She couldn't sit down. She's literally so hurt. And you switch sides every 7 points. So they're making her walk across every 7 points. It's crazy. This one man. Mm-hmm. And we're watching this game. My whole group, we're getting so fucking mad. We're over there like, no. And we know one of the guys on her team. Mm-hmm. So they end up winning that fucking game somehow. The 3 people with the handicapped woman in the back.
Love.
She comes over, and the girlfriend of the guy that we know, like, kind of fills us in a little bit more. And then they're on the court right in front of where we're sitting. We absolutely bully this man. Like, the entire time they're playing, our whole group is, like, in his ass. Like, we are literally, like, anything they do wrong, we're like, oh, I'm sorry, can't do that. I want to make sure we're following the rules. Like,
I'm dead.
Don't do all that. It turns out we had the wrong guy most of the time. We found out who it was. Whatever. The team upheld it. I don't care. Fuck that team. They're so fucking weird for that. If that was my teammate, I would literally be like, hey, go chill out. Go sit down. We're not doing that. Let them finish their game. We'll play them 4-on-3.
Yeah.
You're so weird.
Yeah.
And they almost beat them with 3, but ultimately they found the spot where the 4th person should be and just hit it there every single time. It was like, yeah.
Damn.
It sucked so fucking bad.
There should be a rule that if someone gets hurt, they can have a sub.
Yeah. You can't sub in these tournaments. It's so fucking serious.
Ew, I hate serious.
I know, it's crazy. It's like that
never.
one ref that yelled at me for fucking even less than this.
Could never.
It was so fucking crazy. And then what's even crazier is that team with the dick on it makes it to the finals. And the team they're playing against, there's like ropes holding the poles in, and they're so taut that like anyone who ran into them got like sliced or like burned, or like there were many injuries because of it. This guy ran into it, fucking literally slices his leg open in the middle of their game. The sexiest man I've ever seen, by the way. Gay.
Thank God.
Just genuinely the hottest guy I've ever fucking seen. Their team name was Thick Filet, and they were in full costume, like red shorts, cow print, like different shirts. They had red visors on that said thick fillet. The shorts said thick
Wow.
fillet. They went all out. There were
Love
lots
that.
of teams in like matching costumes. It was so cute.
That is cute.
And they ended up destroying the team with the asshole on it. And we were just like screaming for them the whole
Hell
time.
yeah.
It was awesome.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it rocked. I had truly the time of my life. There's nothing I love more than hearing the ocean. Like, it's just really any water. I love the sound of the water. Like, it's so
for sure.
beautiful to me. And on my last night, we did like a big family dinner. We all did face masks together and did a guided meditation that only some people participated in.
Weird.
So weird. And then me and Jake went and smoked a joint on the beach on my little beach blanket. And it was
Magical.
magical.
Maybe I'll go next year and just like hang out.
You should.
And root you
it was
on.
so fucking fun. It was so amazing. Like every time I would go back to their place after we would play, I would just be like, thank God I'm staying by myself. Like I had so much fun, but it was just like
Yeah.
that many people in a condo is insane and not for me at this age.
And not to mention you have like basically a mansion to yourself.
yeah, I did.
I would have loved that.
Slept 10 to 12 and it was just me in there hanging out.
Amazing.
Fucking love that house, dude. We have to go before it's gone. I didn't see any cats.
You didn't see Justin?
No, he probably died or doesn't live there anymore.
Oh.
Guys, you need to watch our Florida vlog. Like, it has 189 views. I watched it again today, which is like kind of a lot, but like it should have
Yeah, link it.
thousands. I will. I link it every time we talk about it.
So funny.
It is truly a masterpiece, truly a work of art.
It's a masterclass in how to have fun in Florida in November.
In December even.
Wow.
And I watched it while I was there. We all watched it at the same time, like on our separate devices, like our friends. We were like texting in the group chat about it. Literally tears.
Oh my
Like,
God, I was crying.
it's
I went down
so
a whole
fucking
rabbit
funny.
hole of all my old videos.
I did too. I watched your Vegas one today,
Slay.
which has 700 views because you said Tana Mojo and she's in the thumbnail. She never watched it. Which I did bring up when we met her.
And she lied.
She was like offended.
She was like, I watch everything.
Girl, no, you didn't.
You did not watch that.
You should comment on it if you watched it.
It was Maddie's bridal shower, which you
Totally.
sadly had to miss. Because
I
of
was
Florida.
actually devastated. Like, obviously loved the time I had, but like, she sent me that invitation when I was so touched to be invited. I thought that was just really sweet and amazing and made me feel great. And the theme just looked absolutely gorgeous,
It
decadent,
was
beautiful,
divine.
amazing, never been done before.
Her mom thrifted like just all these like floral like tea sets. And then so it was like a tea party, so we had
Yeah.
like tea and like finger foods like cucumber sandwiches and
cucumber
like
sandwich.
chicken salad sandwiches,
Hell yeah.
a bunch of desserts. So cute, so fun. We
Would've
played like
died for
trivia. Well, I wasn't allowed to play because I would have won, but it was so beautiful and fun.
I love
So
that.
exciting.
Congratulations, Maddie, on your marriage that hasn't happened yet.
Literally. I wrote down Lady Petty Belle Pept. I met Katy Perry billboard. Her fans
Oh no.
paid for a billboard.
Oh no.
No, it's like
Not the kitty
it's like
cats?
kind of nice.
Yeah.
Just basically saying like, Katie, we're so proud of you for your tour. Like, don't listen to the haters. Like, we are so proud of you and like you're seen and heard.
I feel really sad for her, but also the tour videos.
Oh my God, she looks lifeless. What's wrong with her?
Go girl, give us nothing.
Like she
She looks gorgeous. She's one of the most gorgeous
duh.
women who have
But,
ever
like,
walked the earth. I love her.
Yeah, she seems like she doesn't want to be there.
She also seems like, what song does Katy Perry have where she needs to be doing that?
What is she doing?
Just like even like the dance moves that they're choreographing for her. I'm like, I don't need to see Katy Perry do that. She's like 45 or something.
Yeah. Let her sing
Probably
and
30. I don't
have
know
her
how old
little
she is.
fire tits.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. It was jarring.
Yeah.
And the set list sucks.
Well, of course, because
Yeah.
all we want to see is part of me again. Like, I just don't really have anything to comment on, like, the set list or, like...
I just thought it was
for
nice.
For me, it would be,
her
like, do a
fans.
greatest hits tour or do nothing. But, like, that's not... I'm not one of her fans. I'm not going to buy a ticket to her show. So, like, obviously, I'm assuming the set list is catered towards her fans who love her and her music.
Wait, did you see that? You know, Chris Olsen's ex-boyfriend, like roasted him online?
No.
He basically just like made a TikTok video about how like shitty of a boyfriend he was and how awful. And apparently they went to the Eras tour, and it was the night that she said Karma is the guy on the Chiefs. And I guess they like didn't catch it. Oh no, he said they left before that happened because Chris like wanted to leave. Like he got his pics and wanted to leave. Insane. And they were in the hotel, and the boyfriend was like, "Oh my god, did you see that she said Karma is the guy on the Chiefs?" And Chris Olsen was like, "I literally don't give a fuck." Then went to the bathroom and made a TikTok of himself reacting to it, like, "Oh my god." Yeah, so like the Swifties were having a field day with that, like not him being exposed as a fake Swiftie.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
I also just like, unless I've said this about like Taylor Swift before, unless your boyfriend was like abusive or like a true like sociopath and like genuinely fucked you up, like I don't like care if someone was a shitty boyfriend to you.
No.
Like not enough to like cancel him or like send him a bunch of hate. Like it's just like,
oh right.
People are shitty boyfriends all the time. People are shitty girl. Like people are just.
I think maybe shitty boyfriend should get sent a lot of hate.
I don't.
Not by the Swifties though. God.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is it's like an army of people who are now you're cyberbullying.
Yeah,
this man
that's true. That's true.
Over some he said, she said, hearsay that. In the grand scheme of things, isn't that bad.
Right.
Like to just have someone be kind of shitty to you is just like. Damn, that was shitty.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like
for sure
he needs to have his career ended and he needs to have death threats sent to him.
Yeah.
And like I don't even know if that story's true. Like we don't know these people.
Nope. I do find the one guy annoying, Chris Olsen, but I think everyone does.
I like him.
Oh. His ex-boyfriend is sexy though, obviously.
Oh, I believe him then. I actually heard them talking about Chris Olsen on the Trisha Paytas podcast today, but I didn't. Bitch, okay. You know how I always say, like, why do you open it like that? That's crazy. And you're like, what
like
are you talking about?
Person?
No, no one opens it like that.
How do they open it? Like this way?
Yes.
No.
Like everyone on earth. And I watched you and Tay drinking those Christmas drinks video. And you did it in the video, and she literally said, "Why are you opening it like that?"
Wait, you guys.
I swear to God.
When you're opening a can, you don't like the mouth hole away from you and open it that way?
It's probably safer, and I love it.
Well, no.
I've never in my life seen someone open it that way.
I don't know if I'm strong enough to do it that way.
You absolutely are.
I forgot you even brought that to my attention.
I know, and I didn't know Tay did either. But like, yeah, watch people open their cans. No one opens it like that. But I think what you're doing is innovative and genius.
Thank you.
But I've just never in my life seen it.
My whole life.
That's crazy.
I
Maybe your parents do it or something. Someone in your life showed you that for sure, because that's like not how people open cans.
I think some people probably do. I'll take a poll.
I've never seen it
on Instagram.
Cool. I think you should, and I would love to see the results.
I love that we've been filming for what, like an hour?
45 minutes.
And we haven't talked about boys. Like, I love that for us.
Oh.
I mean, we can. I'm just saying, like, I love that, like, it hasn't yet.
Decenter men.
Yeah.
What do they have to say? Boop. Whoops. Oh, speaking of, so I was watching, that's what I was saying, the Trisha Paytas podcast, which is where they were talking about Chris Olsen.
Mm-hmm.
This woman says to her co-host, "Who do you think is smarter, Hawk Tuah or Logan Paul?" And I was like cracking up.
What does that have to do with Chris Olsen?
That's just where I saw it, and it reminded, like, Trisha Paytas on the podcast asked this.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Hawk Tuah, maybe. Mind you, I've heard both of those people say like 2 words in their life.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like, I have no idea.
Well, I think that Logan Paul's stupidity is more harmful and like a detriment to society, whereas Hawk Tuah can be stupid all she wants, and what do I give a fuck?
Right.
But I 100% think she's stupider. I think Logan Paul's like actually...
Okay.
No, I don't. He's an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. Great.
Glad we got that.
Yeah, I'm so glad we
covered.
Like, really got a pulse on that.
Do you want to talk about boys now?
Yes,
Are you
please,
chomping
God.
at the bit?
So I have rebranded and I am talking about them less and in a different way. Mine's not even about kind. I've never been unkind to these men except for my ex. But like, I ended things with the mailman, who, as stated last week, is my only whore at the moment and has been for some time.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I just was like, my needs are not being met here, and like the dynamic of this isn't really working for me anymore. And I didn't exactly say this to him, but it's like, he says that he doesn't expect me to not have hoes, and like he doesn't expect me to not have boyfriends because of like obviously what I've been through and like where I'm at in my life. And so his thing is like, I just want you to do what you want to do. But then he always makes comments.
Right.
And I'm just like, if you would just tell me what you want me to do, I'll do it.
Yeah, like tell me I don't want you to say anyone else.
And I won't.
Right.
That's all you had to do the whole time. And he was like, well, obviously, like, I care and I don't like want that to be happening, but like I also would never tell someone to not do that. Like
I would.
For sure. I think just like in my situation, he's literally like, I don't know if that would be like good for you to do.
Yeah.
Which, like, don't look out for me. Just tell me what you want. Whatever. But anyway, because of the fact that I have no one else on the roster and he's not really meeting my needs, I'm just kind of like, I can't like really have like my sole focus be on you and like have us be basically dating but not. And then like you, again, I don't want to like get into like the details of the needs not being met, but like it's not his fault and it's like completely understandable why he cannot. It's not a will not situation.
There's always a gray area.
There's a fine line. If he wanted to, he would. I do think that one of my problems though is I will always put having empathy and understanding over myself, like every single fucking time.
Feel that.
So yeah, I ended it, and then like that conversation lasted like 24 hours. It was happening on 420 still, like mildly.
Yeah.
Easter, if you will. And then later that night I was like, but I just like already miss you. And he was like, yeah, I do too. And I was like, yeah, well, I don't like want to be doing this. I just felt like I had to. And then I asked him to come over and he wouldn't.
Oh.
I know. And then we got in a fight.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I loved it. It was incredible for me personally. He did not enjoy it.
Well, yeah.
But and I mean, it wasn't crazy. Like, we didn't say anything or anything. Like, it just like there was one point, and it was all over text. But there was like one point where I was like, "What the fuck are you? What is going on?" I was going crazy. But then when it was over, I was like, "Oh my God, I feel alive."
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah. So after that, then it was just kind of a gray area, and then I left the next day, and he watched my cat while I was gone, and we hung out. No, we're gonna hang out tonight.
Okay.
And I don't really care to assess it again.
Cool.
Until I have to, which will be, I'm sure, in like 2 days.
Great.
But whatever.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's happening. But like the rush that I felt after the argument, I was just like, oh, I got it. I got the toxic relationship that I wanted this year. I'm in it.
Well, you know how I feel about that.
I love him. It's just like different. You know what I mean?
Nope. I don't at all, but I'm just going to root for you.
Like, he's just like...
If he was like abusive, I would feel
very strong. He's not an asshole.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not nonchalant. He's not uncaring. Like, he just has real life shit going on that's bad. And none of it makes him mean or nonchalant. Like, so, like, to me, it just feels like I can have a little bit more leniency because it's not causing him to, like, treat me poorly.
Yeah.
It's just, like, not necessarily what I'm looking for right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just kind of in a gray area.
Yep. I feel that.
And I'm loving it. But I literally, we like got done arguing and I was just like, sorry, that got out of control. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, I feel insane right now. And he was like, I feel beyond insane. And I was like, cool, sorry. And then I said something to the effect of, like, I want to cuss you the fuck out and cry and scream and throw up and also tell you that I love you and beg you to fuck the shit out of me. And he said, no, but actually same. And I was like,
stop.
Right.
I hear wedding bells.
But in that moment, I was like, check that off my resolution list.
True that. I was looking at my resolution list, by the way. Very humbling.
Oh, yeah.
Haven't done that.
No.
At all.
No.
So, working on it again.
Totally.
You know, you kind of forget.
I read a book. I read one book and I smoked one cigarette.
Right?
My goals were pretty attainable, so I'm actually doing great.
Good.
Yeah.
I have like a long, lengthy list of things.
I don't think that's good.
I need to modify them.
Just ultimately makes you feel bad about yourself.
I don't feel bad about myself. I've been doing great things.
Totally.
But
yeah.
I worked out twice today.
Oh.
I have been reading slowly but surely.
I need to give you a book before you leave. Don't forget.
All right. Great. Focusing on myself.
Yeah, just set more attainable goals and then achieve them.
Yeah.
It's really that simple.
Mm-hmm.
Set terrible ones and you can achieve them like that.
Yeah, right.
I've already hit all my milestones for the year. I'm doing amazing.
That's great.
I love it.
Congrats.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about boys?
No. Not
Cool.
really. I'm really focused on myself. There are boys, but
around.
they're always around. But I'm really like dedicated to focusing on myself. Like I'm not.
I wish I was.
Yeah, it feels good.
I'm trying to find a balance between boys and myself.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find a balance between boys and girls, but it's just not happening for me.
Yeah.
So I got home last night and he was supposed to meet me here with my keys and I thought we were going to hang out and he had to wake up early this morning to sign papers for his new job or whatever. 50 minutes before I'm home, he's like, I assume you just wanted me to drop off the keys, right? I have to be up early. And I was like, no, I didn't. But like, that's cool. LOL. And then I was like, well, in that case, let me just come pick them up. Like, why would
Like, I'll just come pick it up.
Yeah.
Like, let me just pick it up.
What's that?
All right, Florida vlog. Like, can I just pick it up?
The Wells Fargo. And then I was just frustrated because he was like, I just figured you wouldn't want to hang out. And I was like, well, I'm telling you now, an hour before I'm home that I did want to hang out. And you don't want to hang out. So why are you making it like this was like on me? Like, I don't care what you figured for the last 23 hours. You just found out that you're wrong. So let's fucking hang out. And then I get to his house. I have to pee. So I go in and he's just like trying to like chit chat and like sat on the couch with me and whatever. And I literally said, if you wanted to hang out, you should have come over. Like, you thought I was going to come over after I was just gone from my house for a week and drove 11 fucking hours? You thought I was going to come over? No, you needed to come over. And I was like texting the group or not even our group, actually. Crazy. The Down Bad Lunch group.
Oh, right. Sorry, I was not there.
She randomly texted us in the middle of the day and said, how down bad is everyone from a scale from 1 to 10 right now? And we haven't spoken in like a month and a half.
I'm dead.
And I was just like, a woman would have been at my house with flowers and dinner and had my fridge stocked and my house cleaned. Like,
right.
100%. Mm-hmm. And Mackenzie said a woman would have done your dishes. Mackenzie said a woman would have done your dishes, parentheses, I did, and cleaned my whole kitchen, obviously.
She did?
Of course. Oh. She stayed here one night.
That's so sweet.
Literally, my house looked amazing when I got home, and I was just like...
Yeah.
The men could never.
I actually have been known to clean someone's place.
Me too.
Yeah.
If
it's
someone
fun.
goes out of town, you know what I'm doing when they get back is just like making sure that they're the most relaxed they've ever been and like don't have to worry about anything because it's hard to adjust back to normal life after you go on fucking vacation.
Yeah.
And take care of me. I need someone to cater to me so badly. And where are they? I don't know.
Right here.
I know. I don't want to take care of myself. I've been taking care of myself for so long. I want someone to take care of me.
I get that. We all do, but...
And I had someone not take care of me for 8 years who I took care of while I was also taking care of me and handling literally everything. Baby me. Mm-hmm. I have been through war and famine.
Yeah.
How hard would that be?
It's not hard.
It's not hard. Like, I'm so easy to love and take care of. I would take care of me in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, yeah, it's just one of those situations where classic man, he's like, I'm not where I want to be in life, so therefore I can't blah, blah, blah. That's literally what they all say.
Yep.
It's really weird. It's like
annoying.
They're all robots.
It's like they don't know how to actually do anything.
It's just like, I see this all the time in like every relationship between men and women where it's like women want to work on themselves with you and like help you work on yourself and bottoms.
Yeah. Yes.
And like build with you. Mm-hmm. And men are so like cis straight men, I'm speaking only for them.
And tops. Are so hardwired to be like, I have to do XYZ before I can do, like, before I can give to a relationship, before I can blah, blah, blah. And then they don't do it.
And then they literally don't do it, obviously. But it's just like, you never stop having goals and you never stop reaching goals. So, like, the fact that you think that you're going to attain this one goal and then that's like your life is complete and then you can do leisure or like then you can love, like, what's going on up here?
It's insane.
It's sickening.
It is sickening.
It's stupid. I'll say it.
Yeah.
This case with the mailman is not that. That's like not what I mean at all. He's like genuinely like, it's a different situation. But my ex was literally like, until I'm where I want to be in my career, I can't love you. Mm-hmm. I can't have fun.
Yeah.
I can't be happy. And you aren't. So, okay, good luck with that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's...
Every case is different yet the same.
Yeah.
In a way.
It's bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very interesting. And I just like can't... There's nothing you can do about that. Like there's no way
you
to
can't
convince
help someone
them.
unless they want to help themselves. And also like,
you just can't change that mindset. Like it is hardwired into their brain and that's how they feel. And at a certain point you just have to be like, that's not how I view the world or myself or interpersonal relationships. So I don't need to deal with that. Because that's never going to work for me.
Yeah.
Like by the time you figure your shit out, where am I going to be? I don't know.
With someone who gives a fuck.
Yeah. It's just very interesting.
It's awful.
Yeah. Okay, with all that being said, I was watching the Bald and the Beautiful podcast. Oh, no. Sorry. I was watching Drag Queens Like to Watch. And Trixie and Katya were watching either Perfect Match or Temptation Island. Mm-hmm. Temptation Island was so good. And she said, we recreate family dynamics that we saw and try to bring about a different ending. And that has been
interesting.
Really weighing on me heavy because, yeah, I'm literally like reenacting my parents' marriage and dating my dad and being like, I can fix him. No, really, I can. Like, and dating my ex and just like, I'm just like reinventing the wheel here. That's not the saying. I'm just like recreating things I've already been through and being like, maybe this time it'll be different if I just work really hard. Mm-hmm.
But you can't be the only one working hard.
It's not even about that. It's just like, even if two people work hard at something square hole round peg.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. Like, and I'm seeking out people who aren't what I want. I'm seeking it out because my brain is doing that thing that I like the toxicity. I like something I can't have. I like the chase. I like emotionally unavailable people so much. Why?
I don't know.
We know why, but
Wow.
I'm back in therapy though.
Yeah.
Yay.
And it's been going well.
And I will be bringing up that Trixie quote for sure.
Amazing.
Oh, I only went once last week.
Okay.
But she was a queen. Like,
Love.
she, oh my God, she told me about this thing. Everyone listen up to this, okay? I'm going to clip this. This is like really serious.
Okay.
It is called gene site testing, all right? You swab your mouth, send it off, and based on your DNA and your genetics, they tell you a comprehensive list of every single medication that will work for you, will maybe work for you, and will not work for you.
Interesting.
Like, anything in the red, don't ever take that shit. Anything in the green, that's what will work for you. Like, symptoms-wise, treating what you have going on-wise, like, this is like a fucking cheat code. Like, we all need to get in on this.
Okay.
There doesn't need to be trial and error with your medications anymore. Like, I'm sure there are some exceptions, but like...
Yeah. Cool.
There's probably not that many exceptions. It's literally DNA and science. Like, it just tells you factually.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, there's this one ADHD medication that I really want to try, but it made my friend really nauseated and he, like, threw up a bunch. And I'm terrified of that, obviously. And she was like, do the gene site testing and see if you would throw up from it. And I'm like, okay, Laura. I love
will.
that idea.
That's amazing.
It's incredible. And I need to do it, like, this week. Because she wants me to get on an ADHD medication. We all do, girl.
Yeah. I will say Adderall works for me. So
Yeah.
I'll keep
I thought you were
taking
on
that.
Vyvanse.
I switched to Adderall because Vyvanse is...
$1 trillion?
Yeah. It might be different now, but it's whatever. Mm-hmm. Just on Adderall.
Yeah. We had a great intake session. She literally gave me an OCD assessment, an ADHD assessment, and an anxiety assessment. I was like, this is the most comprehensive intake session I've ever had with anyone. Like,
So is she a psychiatrist?
no.
Or she was just helping?
Yeah, she can't prescribe me anything.
Gotcha.
She told me I should talk to my PCP, who is an idiot, but
Cool.
yeah, I'm really excited to continue with her. And she seems to be on the, like, more psychoanalysis side of therapy, where it's like, why are you like that and how can we fix it, instead of just being like, have you tried breathing and being grateful?
Yeah.
Like, no, I haven't.
I will say, though, I kind of want, like, besides my therapist, I want, like, a spiritual guide
For sure.
to say, have you tried breathing and being grateful
I
type
will.
shit.
Have you?
Yeah, and it's been great.
Love that. What's so crazy, so you know how we were talking about in our last episode, which, watch it, it was so good, just like being grateful to be alive, essentially, and just like all the things, like, so that's kind of like my whole vibe, is just like the beauty and the pain, like being grateful for even the bad things, and like the gratefulness for like the mundane. Like,
Oh, girl, I literally wrote a blog today.
a blog
On BobbyGelter.com, if you guys forgot,
BobbyGelter.com.
because I did. I literally wrote, celebrate everything. It is truly a blessing to be alive and to experience even the mundane. Which is verbatim what you just said.
Honey, you want a spiritual guide?
BobbyGelter.com.
Well, I mean, like,
Oh,
relish in this moment. That's amazing.
I know.
That's the universe.
Uh-huh.
That is like just so my vibe. Like, me and Mackenzie are very much like that. Like, we'll be driving down the road and just be like, she'll just be like, oh my God, that's beautiful. And it's like a chair.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Fuck
I
yeah.
love that. Like,
I love that.
we went to BP one night, and the one by Taylor's house.
Mm-hmm.
And that fence that's like red, yellow, and green.
Yeah.
I'm like, I couldn't stop staring at it. I was like, this is one of the most gorgeous sights my eyes have ever seen for some reason. And there was like, it was still winter, so it was just like branch tree by the dumpster. And there was this plastic white chair just like floating in the sky, basically, because it was just like up in the tree. And she was like, look at that. And I was like, I love that. I took so many pictures of it. I was almost in tears. Like,
I love it.
it was crazy. And that's just like so my vibe. Like, everything that happens, I'm just like, I loved that.
Yeah, you got to celebrate everything.
Seriously. And so the guided meditation that we did while we were doing our face mask was literally about that. Was like, be grateful for the ordinary. Everything is a blessing, like, blah, blah, blah. And I like was telling the girl that I did it with, I was like, that is like how I live my life. I can't believe she just like delivered a 10-minute sermon on like.
And I wrote that today.
Yes,
Word
like
for word.
I'll send you the guided meditation. It was really good.
Great. I've been listening to Mel Robbins.
What's that?
Are you familiar?
No.
She is a she has a podcast. She's a inspirational speaker. Is that what it's called? Sure. Motivational speaker.
There it is.
Turned podcast, but her podcast is one of the most like successful in the world. My mom sent me an episode the other day, and I've been binging. Huh. She is phenomenal.
I love her.
Yeah, check her out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like ASAP. I'll send you some of the ones I listened to that were really good. My mom's listening to all of them in order. I'm kind of skipping to the ones that I like want to listen to right now.
I can't listen to a podcast.
Oh, then why'd you say great?
Because I forgot that I can't listen to a podcast.
Well, don't say that on the podcast.
Well, I can watch one, which is why I demanded that we do it on YouTube. Okay, if they're on YouTube, I'll watch.
They probably are.
It is.
She's at least got some stuff on YouTube, and she has books. She's the one who does the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 thing.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
My queen. Yes, that shit changed my life.
Changed my life as of the other day.
Really?
Yes, I've been literally 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get out of bed, or take out my trash, or just do anything.
Oh, I thought you were talking about 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear.
No, that's different.
Okay.
Her thing is,
because that helped me out of many panic attacks.
When you're feeling like unmotivated, she says motivation is trash because like you're in the moments where you need motivation the most is when you're not gonna have it.
Yeah.
So you got to just do it yourself. So her thing is like count down from 5 and then get the fuck up.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, do it.
I do that. I've also a tip I've read for that is like something you don't want to do, set a 2-minute timer and just like say like I'm going to do this thing for 2 minutes. What's 2 minutes? And then when the timer goes off, you're like, okay, I'll just keep doing it because you're already doing it. Right. It's really about the starting. Mm-hmm. Similar vibes. I am going to start 5, 4, 3, 2, 1ing myself.
It is.
I talk to myself out loud. Like if I'm like having like really bad ADHD and I'm like all over the place, like can't remember why I'm in this room. I just start pacing around. Like that happened to me this morning. I literally say out loud, like, girl, come on, get it together.
Oh, I talk
like,
to myself.
We gotta.
And I voice memo to myself. Like I'm yapping. Yeah. It helps to talk out loud.
It so does.
Especially living alone. Like I'll like go like an hour in my day. I'm like, I haven't spoken out loud. So I just like, hey, like here's what I'm doing this morning. Here's how I'm feeling. I always feel better.
I love that.
So I've been on the up and up. I've been feeling amazing.
Truly. Me too. I'm so grateful to be alive.
Me too.
And then after we did that meditation is when we went to the beach and I was just like the sounds, the smells, the sky, all of it. And I just kept telling him like whenever you're ready, you got to let me know because I will never leave this spot. Like there is nothing that could get me up. Mm-hmm. And just knowing that it was our last night, like
there's nothing better.
We were out there and I was like, they expect me to leave this behind and answer emails. Like,
yeah.
No way. My job should be beach.
I know. I have to pee.
Fuck.
Well.
Just kidding. Do you have anything else?
No.
Really? Yes, you do have something else.
Oh, no. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Bobby.
I know what you're talking about.
What is Maroon about?
Okay. Well, we have to explain.
Okay.
Every time I'm tripping on mushrooms.
And even sometimes not.
No, I would say yeah, sometimes not.
But like, go ahead.
Every time I'm tripping on mushrooms, I listen to Maroon by Taylor Swift.
Obviously, naturally.
And I come up with a new theory of what it's about, who it's about, what it's about.
And tells us matter-of-factly that he has finally cracked the case and he knows exactly what it's about.
And now. I mean it every time.
Every time. He said, literally, the amount of texts I have, I'm about to look.
Oh,
I know what Maroon is about.
At one point, it was her talking to her therapist. At one point, it was... There's been a lot. Well, I write in my notes. April 19th, 2025 at 9:40 p.m. Wait. It's so dumb. It's like not what it's about, obviously. Cool. Maroon is her talking out loud to herself while painting a picture. So it is her talking to herself. Just listen, LOL, parentheses, helps if you're on shrooms. It's a love song. Oh, and it is a love song dedicated to the color red. Fuck, sue me. I don't give a fuck. This woman drove me crazy. So there is a lot going on there. Here's why this always happens. One line out of an entire song, mind you. Like, if you take one line, you can interpret it in a different way. So then I'm like, whole song's about that. That's what it's about.
Right.
So the part I remember about the color red thing, it was, and I chose you, because she chose to make the album red. But who knows? The one I was dancing with in New York, no shoes, because she was on the Red tour dancing. Stranger things have happened, but it's probably just still about Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
Or Joe, or Maddie, or Harry.
My official new theory is that it's about Maddie.
Oh, die.
I think so many songs are about him now, looking back, knowing that like they did once date, and she clearly was thinking about him when she was thinking about ending her relationship.
Yeah.
So that's actually one of my topics, is a new song that I think is about him. So one, I think Maroon is about him because in Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus, she says, will that make your memory fade from the scarlet maroon like it never happened?
Damn.
Like,
totally.
Literally.
I saw a tweet that said, I'm so hungry I could eat Chloe or Sophia or Marcus.
That song is so fucking good, and it makes me sob.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Like,
I need to like,
if you want to break my cold, cold heart, just say you loved me the way that I was. And if you want to tear my world apart, just say you've always wondered. Whew. And like, as someone who was in a long-term relationship who then started thinking about all my past relationships and all my past loves and all my what ifs, and I was up at midnight thinking what could have been, I understand that feeling so heavily of like, if any one of y'all said, you know, I've always wondered, I would have torn my world apart.
There's something so romantic in that.
It's
and sad.
Gorgeous. And there is one person who it would genuinely tear my world apart if he said to me, I've always wondered. And I wish he would.
Yeah.
Anyway, my new theory is actually based on Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus.
Okay.
And it is that Champagne Problems is about Maddie Healy in like a fictional sense.
Okay.
Because that album is allegedly about like made up stories or about her exes or like whatever, but a lot of it is about exes.
Yeah.
Or, you know, it's sort of like Midnights Before Midnights. It's like these what if moments of like, what if this went this way and this happened and da 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 da. And the at the end of Champagne Problems that we all know so well is ever present in Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus. Like, it is the entire backing piano of that song. Like, the exact six
She's a
notes.
genius. Other than Maddie Healy, but we all...
Listen, we all have our flaws.
Yeah.
We all date a douchebag at one point in our lives and fall head over heels in love with him for some reason while everyone around us screams, what? Yeah. So... that's my new theory. And
I like
love
that
it. And like,
theory.
if you listen to Champagne Problems, like that clearly didn't happen to her. No one's ever proposed to her that we know of. And it just seems like it could have been like this imaginary, like I think back then he really wanted to be with her, or like while she was with Joe was like trying to be with her in this love bomby way of just kind of being like, you're the girl of my dreams. Like if you ever leave him, like let me know type shit. And she did, and she did, and he didn't. Exactly. But she kind of, in my mind, like romanticized and like fantasized about this life where he literally asked her to marry him, and she was like, I can't. And then just wrote a whole story about that.
I love it.
Me too.
It's sad.
Yeah.
I don't know, but now I'm sad.
Why?
I don't know, just like the lore.
I love the lore. Girl, I have 3 more topics.
Okay.
I just don't even want to.
Are they good?
One's so funny, girl. There's a bug on my phone.
I was wondering if that was a bug.
Weird. Have you seen any of Kanye's tweets? I'm assuming no, because me either.
No, I've seen things about his tweets, but I blocked it out.
Yeah, me too. So one was insane. It was like really long. Multiple of them have just been like long rants. Like one was about how he reads the Torah every day, and I immediately clicked off. But one, get off. Is that a flying ant? One Bro, I was crying.
I can't wait to hear what he has to say.
One simply says, 5:51 a.m., he writes. I hate when this happens. Managers are just who hate and control artists and are mad because their art sucks. Managers are just
who hate and control artists and are mad because their art sucks.
And like, honestly,
wait,
all managers of any kind, just
yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
He's
Other than that, though, it was all really dark and fucked up and terrifying, and obviously we've said this a trillion times about him, so absolutely insane. One of them was also, he's basically designing his and hers KKK outfits for the Met Gala for him and his wife, who will obviously not be invited to the Met Gala.
I thought they got a divorce.
Maybe they did. I don't know.
I don't know.
But he literally said 2025 Met, and it was just like a drawing of like KKK outfits fully, and it was like,
well, they won't be invited there.
Yeah, like have fun down the street. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. So fucking weird.
Ew.
Insane. Yeah. Switching gears though, Cowboy Carter tour started. And it's kind of like putting the album in a new light for me. I was already coming around to it, as you know. But like, it is so like important and special. And
Yeah.
like it just is like really amazing to see, like, I don't want to call it patriotism, but just like the reclamation. Is that how you would say that?
Sure.
Reclaim.
Yeah, I saw her singing the national anthem.
Exactly. And then it went into freedom.
Yeah.
Which, like, full body chills. I had
Yeah.
tears in my eyes, for real. Like, not only did the president who lost use that on her campaign trail, so it was really powerful. Black woman, all of it, incredible. But like, just the juxtaposition of those two songs, just incredible stuff. But just like this, like, reclamation of like being an American, of like being country, of just like people are wearing like American flag shit, I feel like, and just kind of like reclaiming it.
Yeah.
Like, Black people literally built this fucking country, and it has treated them so poorly. But like this, there's just power in this, like,
for sure,
art form that is so deeply American.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
That
and
is
I'm
beautiful.
loving.
I saw the set list and it's long. Like, she's doing like a 3-hour show.
Thank God. I love that.
Yeah.
And Blue Ivy is up there fucking
So is
Rumi. So cute.
Yeah.
Adorable. But Blue Ivy's up there like
a lot.
Dancing, like full choreographed. It's incredible.
That is
I'm
incredible.
obsessed with her. And then my last and final topic is so stupid. And I might just have to save it.
Okay.
I'll breadcrumb it, or I'll tease it. So, Asmara posted a video of like mourning doves on her story or something, and said something about it, and I replied and said, like, one of my hidden talents is that I can hit a mourning dove sound like perfectly. And I once did it. There was like a mourning dove in my old parking garage. It like had a nest. It lived there the whole time I lived there. It was incredible. I loved her. And I did it one time, and all the birds were like looking at me. They were like, I think one even like responded. Like, it's like, but I'm a little hoarse right now, and I won't be able to get the perfect pitch.
So we'll do it next week.
But she literally replied and was like, wait, can you do a demo of this on the pod? And I was like, yeah, girl, I guess.
Oh, love. I can't wait.
Yeah, so stay tuned, my downstairs neighbor, for it to sound like there's a bird in your house.
She wishes.
Nice.
That's all I've got.
And yeah, good thing I had 50 topics. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you in the next one. We have made it to summer. I'm wearing jean shorts. It's summer.
It's hot as fuck.
It's hot as fuck in here.
Dying.
I have to turn the air back on. We'll see you Thursday. We'll see you next week and all the weeks ever. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Love you. Weird outro.